Do you live?
All right. Let me just get this up. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay, all loud and clear. If the music's too loud, guys, do let me know. Let me just get rid of this. How many people we got on? How many people we got in today? 17 people, look at that. Beautiful. Well, good morning everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. I don't have the fancy camera today, so you guys can't see the fancy background. My girlfriend stole my camera, so you're just gonna have to make do with just seeing my face here. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, it's all good, thanks. Good morning, Miguel. I'm good, thank you, man. I'm good. How you doing? Hey, it's all good, man. Thank you. Hi. What's going on? Good to see you guys back on stream for another Asian session. I missed the Asian stream on last Thursday because I had meetings in Brisbane City. But yeah, Gold ended up having a lovely move in the Asian session last Thursday, the Asian session. So if you guys did take the Gold long from our plan, very, very well done. I'm just going to get Zoom set up for the guys. Just get the coffee kicking in as well. What time is it? Let me get my clocks up here. For you guys on YouTube, you Mac users, I highly recommend downloading an app called Menu Bar Clock. It's super helpful, but it's like it gives you like a little tab at the top. I don't know if I can share it here, but it gives you like a tab at the top, and you can put on loads of different clocks so you can see what time it is everywhere else. You know, it's pretty helpful for trading, I find anyway. I mean, especially me being here in Brisbane, it's pretty handy because I'm always going off, you know, London time for the most part. So yeah, so it's a good little app. Mr. Loose Dane, what's going on, man? Good to have you on the stream. Asian session. Dane's been going through the content. I love to see it. I may have missed a question or two, but I've seen you be going through the content, Dane. So good stuff, man. Hope you're enjoying the YouTube videos. Come on, Will FX, what's going on, man? Good to have you back. Don't go blowing any accounts today. We don't want any accounts blown today. I mean, maybe one, but that's it. Man, I look tired. I only woke up about an hour ago. I traded till pretty late last night. But yeah, we had a pretty good session yesterday. For a Monday, towards the end of July, I was pretty happy with it, man. I was pretty happy. Got you, good man. Look at that, 9 likes, guys. As soon as we hit 10 likes, I'll start sharing my screen. I'm just going to let the Zoom guys tune in as well. We're just jumping on a little bit early, but it's good. We'll start breaking down the charts. You guys let me know, is the music playing in the background too loud or too quiet? I just like having something playing in the background, but maybe it's too quiet, it's a bit annoying, or too loud, I don't know. Let me put my phone on charge. Alright, everyone's notified if that we're online. If anyone's late, don't blame me when you miss the bangers we're about to take today. Don't blame me, alright? Alright, Zoom boys are joining. Look at this, Ron's here. Ron is Creel, the boys are joining. Let me share my screen in a second. Alright, let me start sharing my screen. Look at that, 13 likes. Music is optimal volume. Good man, thank you. Thank you. Alright, 10 AM. Let's do it. Let me start sharing my screen. Let me just answer this question first. Let me share the screen with you. I come from Forex and I'm new to futures. What's the equivalent lot size? And how do I calculate it? Well, you can actually do it in. Let me share my screen. Hopefully you guys can see that. You guys can see my screen. Oh, I'm actually all the way down here. What the fuck? That was weird. Let me just fix this up. Alright, cool, there we go. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Yeah, so you can, I mean, the way that I do it is, I kind of trade about 10 contracts on gold, so I'm risking about $100 per pip move that gold does. So yesterday we caught like a 25 pip move, so that's like, you know, 2,500. Obviously, I wouldn't say go straight with that size, but the way that you kind of want to do it is one contract per pip move on gold is $10. But if you do it on, if you actually trade through trading and run terminals, it's like you can actually work out your risk a lot better. So if you put in like, you know, whatever your stop loss is going to be, and you want to risk, you know, if you got a 10 pip stop loss, you're going to risk 1%. Then it's going to tell you you're going to need to use 15 contracts. So you can literally, you can just do it all there. So you can do it all in Bitcoin, and you put in a risk dollar amount. If you just want to risk, you know, you want to take a gold long trade, you want to risk $750, then you're going to use 7 contracts. Wait, can you guys hear me now? I muted the mic, not the fucking speaker. What idiot. You guys can hear me now? You know what? I'm just going to turn this music off. It's annoying. And it's causing me issues. Yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, so let me make sure Zoom can hear me as well. I turned down the music and not... No, you know what I did, alright? I turned down the mic and not my music. So I've just turned the music off. The music's gone. We don't need music. But yeah, I was just saying, in the way that I trade contract sizes, I'm trading about 10 contracts on gold, and 10 contracts is $100 per pip move on gold. So if I catch a 20-25 pip move like we did yesterday in London, it's around like 2,000 to 2,500. You trade one contract and it's $10 per tick move on gold. But like I was just saying, if you do it here, you can basically just work out the risk for you. Well, how have I just lost it? I've actually been logged out of trading or something. Where has it just gone? So, wait, what? But yeah, you can put in the, like, you know, say if you want to have a stop loss, there you go. So if you're going to have a stop loss, say a stop loss on gold is going to be 26, and you want to risk 1% per trade of that, then it's going to tell you to use 7 contracts. So 7 contracts, that's how much dollar you're risking. If you want to risk, like, you know, you're going to want to risk $1,000 per trade, you got 20 pip stop loss, so you got a 10 pip stop loss, I'll tell you that, you got a 5 pip stop loss, you're going to be using 20 contracts. So I personally just do it in my head, but you also can just do it there. It's the risk calculator. I was just saying, Ron in the community showed me how to use that a little bit more. But I personally prefer executing on TS Trader here. But if you want to trade through TradingView, then it will already have it on. Can you guys hear my mic on this screen as well? I don't know if you guys can even hear me on this one now. Should be able to. But yeah, that's it. Right, let me just log out of this. I don't really want to trade my top step in here. Let me log out. All right. Oh shit, Antonio's joining. Antonio's in the waiting room. Alright, if you guys ask any questions, I'll break it down in a second. Let's just start breaking down the chart, see what we got going on for the day. Let me clean some of these 5-minute levels up for a second. Clean off all the analysis from yesterday. I didn't watch gold at all yesterday after London. Looks like I had a pretty nice sell-off actually. Yo, Antonio, what's going on, man? What's going on? Right, let's have a look at gold. Have a look, see how we closed yesterday. So we came and grabbed Friday's low, which is nice. Oh, look at that. We've done exactly what we were saying yesterday. So you'd want to see, this is what we were saying yesterday on Zoom in London. We were trading into this low getting grabbed to come and create a 3-pin pattern to potentially go higher. But we've actually broken below yesterday's low already. So that's pretty huge for gold. This could be a big bottom wick to this to come and retrace like some pretty deep moves. But you know, if I was going to be trading a 3-pin pattern like this, then this could now be it would have looked like this was going to be the second drive, but now this is grabbing that previous low. You may see this spike up and then tomorrow come back down for a little more wick, and then you may see this run higher. Let me just check the calendar. I think we have a pretty busy week in terms of US news as well, I believe. Is it today? No, not today. So on Thursday, there's FOMC at 4 a.m. for me. I'm absolutely not staying up for that. And then there's some unemployment claims as well. So yeah, we got a pretty big week for the US dollar. But this initial push down at market open is quite nice, because I do think gold can even come back up and retrace like 1964 and potentially come even grab some daily highs. So although the daily's closed doji, it's actually closed quite nice. It's kind of what I would want to see around this level. So if we go like this, because you've kind of broken above this resistance here, broken it, and I think, you know, a lot of retail traders who try and trade breaks and retest, been trying to long from like, you know, this region, something like this, looking for this big blurb, may even have stops below here. That's why I have that low marked out. So anyone trading breaks and retests, trying to take this higher, is kind of either sitting in a lot of drawdown or about to get stopped on gold, which is quite nice. If we break this down to the 4 hour, let's just have a look. What did US do yesterday? So, oh, that's actually really nice. Anyone on Zoom catch that drop yesterday? Look at that, grab the highs, big push down. I don't think so. I know Mark caught a short on gold. I think that was more so. I think Mark caught that short. Wait, was that short? No, where was it? Yeah, so Mark in the community got that short, which is very nice. So this was about, what time on London here? So this is, wait, oh, that's from fucking last week. I'm being an idiot. Sorry, Mark caught this short down, I believe. Where was our short? Yeah, so Mark caught this short down. So that was back in last week, man. And my coffee's not kicked in yet. But yeah, that was a lovely liquidity grab highs, push back down. Yeah, that was that weekly resistance we've been talking about for a while. So you had this double top sitting up here. You have that double top. So anyone who is trying to jump in shorts from here, stops above, you know, that previous high, looking for this play down, literally just get wicked out and then price moves back down. So gold is now, and this is what I posted for you Zoom guys in the community, is we're hovering around this trend line. And whenever you see third touches of trend lines, that's where you can typically imagine a lot of retail traders are trying to trade the third touch of the trend line, stop loss somewhere down below here, and are currently sitting in pretty big drawdown. So with the way that 4 hour still closed pretty bearish, and the way that we have the second touch of this trend line down here, so you can even probably have it like that. I think that's how we had it originally. Yeah, we may see a little bit more downside to come and grab some lows, stop out a few more people who are still trying to jump in this position. Now let's go down to the hourly. So 4 hourly's bearish. Hourly's finding some support. You've got actually a big level of support here. Let's see. Let me just make this more prominent. Yeah, so we've got that support there. Support, fake out, break above, support, big push higher, very similar to the setup that we took on Zoom yesterday. Very nice play. So we're kind of hovering around this level, you know. Goldie to me looks like we're kind of trapped in this range. How many pips is this range? 50 pips, yeah, amazing. I will trade a 40-50 pip range, absolutely. Right, so hourly, obviously hourly is very bearish, had a big sell-off later on to US session last night. It would be interesting if someone can maybe have a look to see if that high got grabbed on the currency chart. If it didn't, that is going to be a lovely liquidity high if that didn't get grabbed. Someone can have a check on the currency chart, see if that got grabbed. But yeah, because this is such a big level of support, we may see a little fake out. No, it didn't. All right, nice. Then if it didn't get grabbed, then this is a very nice level of liquidity we could be buying up into. Maybe not today in Asia, but maybe in London coming into US. This would be a very, very interesting high. I'd have this high marked in your charts. How's it look on the 4 hour? Yeah, very nice, very nice. So you did grab that high and then push down, but yeah, to me on the hourly, that's a nice high. You got this high here, that high here. So the current, let me get rid of this one. The current liquidity regions on gold is this low down here and these highs up here. So the way that you want to trade these is, if we break the downside, amazing, we can short into here. If we respect the support and get some intraday bullish momentum, amazing, we could be long up into here. So we've got some nice little liquidity regions on there now. Now let's go down to the 30, see what's going on a little bit more. So let me just, why does that move? Don't do that. So 30, yeah, 30's broken below. I'm just trying to break back above. Let's see how that 30 is going to close. Now let me just go on to, so we got some nice 30 regions there. 15, lovely push up yesterday. For the guys on YouTube, we caught this long to absolute perfection. We caught about 2,500 on this play. Ran into 45 pips. I'll show you guys on the intraday chart in a second. Now let me just clean up these 15 levels. So we kind of got 15 support there. Sorry, 15 resistance there, 15 support here. 15's looking like a little bit nicer actually. Kind of had a nice little bounce there. Yeah, so where would I want to see the 15 clear before we could take a trade? Maybe even just probably clear this level on the 15, break above here, and I think we could drive gold, back up into this support a little bit more. Like I say, if we break to the downside, amazing, we'll wait for the 30 close and take it to that second touch liquidity grab. But for me, in this range on gold, let's wait for a closure above, see how this 15 is going to close in about 3 minutes. Now, on the 5-minute chart, this is the trade that we took yesterday. Absolute banger of a position. We had an incredible entry. A beautiful entry here. So we took longs on this current 5 once it came down to liquidate this previous low for this to have a really nice drive. And we had an amazing entry, and then price almost got us at break even, but we held through, and my stop loss was more so based off if we had closed below this previous low, which it didn't. We held, and then ended up, this thing ran into 50 pips, which is crazy. In terms of risk to reward, it was an absolute banger of a position. Once we broke this resistance, clean sailing volume all the way up, and that's what you want. Once you get out of the noise on gold, it can just have really nice breaks. So we have on gold on the 5-minute liquidated this low, which is nice. So we grabbed the lows. We haven't really grabbed any highs, which is nice for us. So we'd be looking at this high as a high of interest. Now, obviously, you don't want to be buying it right now because longs up into here is only 8 pips. So 8 pips is not worth it. But like I say, if we do clear above this, then you got a nice big range up here to come and fulfill. If you get a nice strong closure, maybe above here, back up into his about 30 pips. So yeah, we got some nice ranges on gold today actually for Asia. So as long as we get volume and a little bit of breakouts, I think we could be in for a good little session. Let me just I'm just gonna try and put them beats I had back on because I like listening to something. I don't like sitting here in silence. Where is it? Yeah, boy. Zoom guys, you can let me know if this is too loud as well. I'll try and turn it down a bit. I'll make sure I don't mute the fucking wrong thing this time. Right, let's have a look at West Coast. We've got a pretty nice plan there, so we're just going to wait for this 5 minutes to close and see how that 15 is going to close. Once we get some breakouts in gold, we could be in for a pretty active day, which is good. Am I getting fucking trading ads here? My days. Alright, let me see if this is too loud. See, is that coming through them? Okay, I don't know. I don't know if that's too loud or not. I don't know what that is. Audio capture device, man. I don't know what all this shit means. Oh, there you go. Is that alright? Maybe that's alright. I don't know. You guys let me know. Alright, let's see if I can't hear the beats. Cool, man, cool. You want to hear the beats? Maybe you do want to hear the beats. Runs on that late grind. 1:15 in the morning in London. That's what a question is here. And just got a trading combine challenge. Really excited. Good job. Good man. Christian, how are you trading gold futures contracts calculated? So I was just saying. So for me, I'm trading, between 5 to 10 contracts on gold. So 10 contracts is $100 per tick/pip move that gold does. So if you catch a 20 pip move on gold, you're talking 2,000. But the best way to do it is to do it here. So I don't have it connected now, but if you go here and you create new order, you can actually work out risk percent and dollar percent through TradingView. So yeah, that's kind of the best way I'll do it. If anyone's new to futures, just do it through TradingView until you get comfortable with position sizing. But once you kind of know, your average stop loss, and it's much easier. With FX, you don't have to worry about getting out a fucking risk calculator all the time. Open up a stupid Stingy app. I already know what size I'm going to be trading and what position I'm going to be trading coming into every single session. So it eliminates a lot of external things of having to work out position size, calculating 1% per risk. It's I already know what my dollar risk is going to be before I even take the trade. Obviously, if I have to get into a trade with a 30 pip stop loss, which is almost never, I'm not going to be using 10 contracts because that stop loss would lock me out for the day, so that would just be stupid. But for me, my average stop loss is around 10 pips. So I can afford to trade 10 contracts. That gives me 3 trades for the day. If they were to whatever reason hit stop loss. Got to start watching Clarkson's Farm Back. It's actually a pretty good program. So for example, here yesterday on gold, we longed gold with about, call it a 9 pip stop loss. So I was trading 10 contracts, so I was risking $900 on this. So risking $900 to make 3,000. If sometimes I have to get into a trade with a 20 pip stop loss, then I may jump in half risk and scale in and out. I'm very flexible with my trades. I'm not really this is my one entry and this is the only entry I'm sticking to, which you guys on YouTube will see. I'll try and post it tonight. I'm posting a trade breakdown of one on Friday, and I screen recorded the entire thing of actually executing the position as well. Executing the position, taking partials, adjusting stop loss, stuff like that. So yeah, maybe pretty helpful. Let me see other questions. Got it. Thanks. No worries, man. No worries. Maybe you can do a simple video for peeps transitioning from FX to futures. Yeah, I can do that, man. I can do that. No problem. I think, I'll definitely do it. I want to encourage people to do it because everyone who's done it so far with me has said that it's, been literally the best decision. Switching to futures is what I truly think is going to take people to the next level. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, you can make money trading FX. I traded FX for fucking 4 years. But futures is what's going to allow you to take it to the next level. You don't ever listen to like I was saying, Chat with Traders podcast, and people are talking about open up their MT4. Most of the time they're either futures traders trading big size, or they're stock traders as well. But the funding opportunities in futures as well is a whole nother story that's way better. Way better. So 15 minute on gold here, just closed a bit doji. We're having an instant bottom wick. So you could actually see a potential 3-pin pattern here as long as you don't regrab that. This may start to see some bullish signs from here. You see it on the 5. So where's that 5th? No, where's that low? That low's there. So if you see that low respected on gold, you may see a push higher. That low there. Just want to see how this... yeah. So the 30... How many pips is this actually? When you have a little fake out, how many pips of a drive do you get? You get a 12 pip drive. So if this 30 can close back above and start to leave a wick, you could see a nice push up. In terms of a high of interest, I would be looking to target this 30 high. I don't think I've ever met or seen a live stock trader. Yeah, I know quite a few, man. That's how I kind of originally started. I really started my trading journey trying to learn how to trade penny stocks. Make it work. Rad, what's going on, man? I agree, maybe you create a video transition into futures, including contracts versus pips. Yeah, sure, bro, sure. Robbie, good morning, man, good morning. Oscar, I took 15 contracts by accident using TradingView Trader. It's annoying, every time I go to create a new order, it goes to high contract size. Do you know why that? I haven't really traded too much here. I mean, like livestock for animal futures. So if you go create new order, I think it will save the contract size of what you had previously used, I believe. So if you previously used 15, then I think it would be stuck to 15. Or you can even do it through here as well. Yeah, no, look on the current 5, look at that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does it based off the last contract size that you did. So no, whenever you take a new trade, if you trade like 5 contracts or something, it should then stay to 5. Don't quote me on that because I haven't traded through TradingView too much, but I believe that's the case. This is personally why I prefer doing it through here. Because I can just change it up here. I can just trade 10 there. Type in 10 there, you got 10 contracts, so I can just go here, go trade 5. And I can just do it straight through here. Yeah, have a play around. Have a play around on them. That goes for everyone. Have a play on Top Step. You can open practice accounts as well. So have a play around with the position sizing, etc. Yeah, so it's now creating a top wick, which is quite nice. And this 15 could be nice here if it can flip bullish. This is pretty much similar to what we're saying. If this is going to be the liquidity high, if you re-break that, you'll probably see a nice drive. Same as here. If you re-break that, you'll see a nice drive. You didn't re-break it, you push lower. So if this 15 does flip bullish, then this 30 is going to be leaving this wick to come and see a push higher. You've liquidated the lows, you still respected kind of this 30 support. Obviously you got that level there, you kind of want to see it clear. But if you see a break at the 15 high, it's got like 20 pips in those. I also want to see some volume from this Asian session, because we had such a good position in London yesterday, off purely good volume and good technicals. That's what I just want to see today. But yeah, I don't recommend everyone to start trading 10 contracts. Absolutely don't do that. It takes a while to get to that level, and the only reason I trade 10 contracts is because I keep my losses very small. Like my average loss for this month is like, I don't even know how to work this out. My biggest loss this month was 13 pips. Other than that, my other biggest loss was 8 pips, and then you got -1 and -3. Same as last month. In June, our biggest loss on stream was 7 pips, which is very good, very good. Ooh, 15 starting to flip bullish now. You get a nice 5-minute closure here. You might see something. So you've come all the way back down. You've completely liquidated the previous 15. I would have wanted to see it being respected, but this 5 and 30 is looking quite nice here. Looking quite nice. If we can get this 5-minute break out of this range, this 15 is looking pretty nice. See, this was an opportunity for you guys on Zoom, very similar to the trade that we took yesterday on the 5-minute, of where this has no top wick. So you could literally be buying anywhere down here and be buying into this, creating a top wick. So if you got longs from like anywhere down here, you're already up like 6 pips, you already be at break even. Oh, look at this push. This is lovely. This is what we want to see. So we've cleared the lows. We've grabbed the 15 again, so maybe we have to grab a little bit more liquidity. 30 minutes starting to look really nice now. This is what you'd want to see before taking a trade. So we've got 5 more minutes till this 30 is going to close. So if this 5 instantly pushes down, essentially you could market execute some longs. I'm going to be starting off the session trading 5 contracts just to get a feel for the markets. So you haven't closed above just yet. I would have liked to see that close above. I was about to say you could take a break at the high, but it's too late. It's already flipped. I would have, I'd be buying now if we had this 5 minute just close a few more pips above here. I'm sure it will because this 15 is looking like it's going to close nice and strong. But even if this 5 does close bullish, the 15 is still going to give a bottom weight to re-enter. I just don't want to get chopped up too much on this. So did we actually break that previous 15? No, not yet. So you can have a buy stop in above there. You can even have a buy stop in above, like, yeah, above this 5 minute high. I think once you break that, you'll probably see a nice drive. The only thing is you're coming into the last 5 of the 15, so if you start jumping in longs now, well then you got to survive the next 15 bottom work. That's the only thing. Let me just see what's going on here. I'm just catching up with Discord from last night, see what's going on, just whilst we wait for a little bit more of a breakout here. So Lewis had a lovely position last night. We had Marek here, 815 on his top step account, very nice. Frequency Media Solutions up 8,700 on his 150k account, amazing. Amazing. This is all yesterday. I know Mark had like a 20 pip banger on gold yesterday as well. Mark actually shared the signal, which is pretty funny. It was a very nice trade. Yeah, so yeah, Mark had longs again. Yeah, so Mark closed like $300 on his top step account. 22 contracts, 20 pips, $300. Amazing. How long have we got? 2 more minutes. Right, good time. So yeah, boys had some nice plays yesterday. Shared some analysis. Yeah, nice. Oh yeah, so he was up 4.2 thousand on his top step account. Amazing. So we've already had like 3 people in the community already funded with top step. Mark had 970 on Friday. Incredible. I had 2,000, yeah, 2,400 off these gold shorts. I noticed it. Let me just see this 5 close. We've got time. I notice it happens mainly when I create orders based off my long or short position using the tool they have. I may have to email them. What about if you put on the buy and sell buttons and I'd have to log in. I don't know if you can do it on the buy and sell buttons and you can adjust it here. So then when you automatically come over here, you know, see it sell 1 or it'll be there or it'll be there. I mean, if you create a new order, then you can always change it in there as well. But yeah, I don't want to give you advice and you blow your account and I get the blame. So yeah, either play around on a practice, or yeah, drop them an email. Good luck, Aaron, Julia. Thank you. Let me just update this for a second. So how's this 5 minutes? So we've got 40 seconds to this 5's going to close. I'm personally just going to wait. I want to see this 15 close with a bullish candle. It doesn't have to be huge, just close bullish. And I think we could be looking for a nice continuation higher. So this trade was taking about like maybe 215. So yeah, 15 gone. 50, give us a nice 15 closure here. Yeah, this is looking nice. This is what I want to see. All right, cool. We just had that 5-minute close. So we just closed bullish on gold at literally the last couple of seconds, which is what we'd want to see. So now we'd like to see this 5 create a little bit more of a bottom wick. So 30 has just closed there. Respecting our level, 15 closing real nice. Real nice. So if you were to look for longs right now, oh, it's going to move too quick, I think. It's going to move too quick. You'd have stop loss. Hard stop would be below the previous 15 at like, you know, 7 pips. You'd be looking for this to have a nice drive higher. I'm not going to be able to get in this in time. Fuck. Too busy drawing it up. I should have just taken the trade. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Let's just see. Let me just quit Discord because it give me a little bit of lag. A little bit more. I'm not in it. Maybe we may come and grab the previous 5. So now we've created more of a top wick. Now you can actually look for a buy on the break of the high. And if it doesn't reflip bullish, then you wouldn't take the trade. If we get signs of rejection after maybe liquidating this previous 5, because the 30 needs to create a bottom wick, right? And 30 can still, you know, maybe drive down more here to create more of a bottom wick before pushing. So we just kind of just left a little double top there as well. Did we left the double top there or did we grab it? Yeah, kind of left a little double top there. So if this 5 doesn't reflip bullish, then you just cancel the order. I haven't put it in just yet. I just want to see how we're gonna react around this previous 5. So we're now grabbing the previous 5, which is nice. All of this is going to be a like on the 15 here on gold. We're respecting this level really well. So you want to see it hold above here, then you get a nice drive back up into here, which would be, yeah. So you'd have to be managing at like 8 pips. You have to be managing around these highs. It's quite a tight range to be managing at like 8 pips. It's not the best setup. But if you can clear it with good volume, then the next level will be runners all the way back up a tier of like 30 pips. So, all right, I'm gonna put in I'm putting in a half risk buy on the break of this current high on gold. If it reflips bullish, we'll get tagged in with a nice entry. If it doesn't, then we'll just cancel the order. And you can half risk now, half risk on the break of the high. But I want to see a little bit more volume from this Asian session. We're still quite early on as well. We still got like an hour and a half here, so I don't want to go too crazy too early on. So I got a buy stop in on the break of the high. If it flips bullish, we should get a nice entry. And stop loss will be very tight as well. Stop loss is like 8 pips at half risk, so we're really risking like 4. But like I say, if this 5 doesn't flip bullish, we just continue pushing down, then I don't really care, I'll just cancel the order. But if this 5 can have a nice strong candle, this could actually be looking really nice. Stop loss could be somewhere down here. Yeah, bro, I like my lesson. Thanks, no worries, man, no worries. Morning, mate, just joined now. Did I miss anything? No, not yet, man. You can go rewatch, go scroll a bit back and you can watch the breakdown, but in terms of a trade, no, not yet, man, not yet. Oh, I've actually just been tagged in there on gold. Yeah, I've just been tagged in there. If we get a nice close here, my stop loss is going to go below this previous low in a second. Let me just put in my hard stop for the time being down here. I will manage here, but my hard stop is going to go here for the time being. So my hard stop on Zoom is here. I will manage here, but for now it's going to go down there. Let me just get rid of the execution. I don't like to see it when I'm in a trade. Same got tagged. Good man, good man. I'm only in this half risk. If you guys did take full risk, is very valid. But I just kind of want to get a little bit. I want to get more of a feel for if we're going to get some volume here. That's my only concern. Technical wise, this is beautiful. I just want to see more volume from this Asian session. I need my coffee to kick in, man. I need my coffee to kick in. 100 lots, let's go. Well, you need to start trading bigger size, man. You start trading bigger size. 100 lots is too small. Too small. But for Asian session, I actually got quite a nice fill there. Now, the place where we have to be managing risk, and this is the only reason I've gone half risk, is around this resistance. So pretty much around where this 15 is now, to be honest. This is like a pretty... It's a pretty tight level, so if we don't break above here, you know, in the next 5 to 10 minutes, then I'll start to manage some risk. You know, I'll probably manage risk if the 5 minute closes back below this level. Then you'd have like a fake out, and then you'd probably see it drive lower. So if you get a 5 minute closure back below here, I'll close. But if the 15 minute can close above this level, then this is where I think, you know, I'll probably enter in my second position and trail a little bit more. So we've got no bottom wick on this current 5. As soon as we do grab this high, this is the liquidity region where we could grab this before pushing lower. So as soon as we do, we'll be going break even. We got a pretty nice entry there though. I just want to see some more volume. Just want to see some more volume. So because we have no bottom wick on this 5 at all, kind of makes me a little bit skeptical. I'm having a very early on push up into this 5 minute candle. Yeah, see, this 5 minute here grabbed the previous 5. So if you were to re-break this 5, then you don't want to be in the trade. So having stop loss below that low to me makes sense. So I'm putting my stop loss below there. So on the futures, I'm putting my stop loss. I'll give it a tiny bit of breathing room to like 1955.8. Getting a nice push now. Yeah, is it? It's not the biggest amount of liquidity. You guys can see this is pushing up, but I'm still only up 150. But on the futures on the 5 minute, we do actually already have a bottom wick. So what are we run up on the currency chart? On the currency chart, you know, you're sitting up like 4 or 5 pips, which is not bad. Yeah, so I got my stop loss sitting around 1955.8. Like I say, as soon as we grab that liquidity higher on the currency chart, I will be taking off some risk. And I'm still skeptical because, like I said, this current 5 has no bottom wick. So if this is a strong push up early on into this 5, could this 5 then flip bearish and come create more of a bottom wick? Yeah, possibly. So we're kind of at little 5 minute resistance now. If we break above this, then this is when I think we'll get a nice drive and I'll look to enter my second position. But as we hover around this resistance, we may come into a little bit of trickery. But the reason I'm not going break even is because we don't have that bottom wick. And you know, you may see, if it doesn't close now, you may see this come back down the next 5, grab the previous, which would be our entry before pushing higher. So if I manage too aggressively and then price comes to my entry, stops me up before pushing in my favor, I'm going to be pissed. So for me, stop loss below here, risking like 2.5 pips makes sense.
Morning.
What up, man? What up?
Yeah, I was in his 10 contracts, but just closed 5.
Good man.
It's high risk.
Yeah, good man. Yeah, to be fair, I would have entered in, if it was London, I would take this 10 contracts. Sometimes in Asia, because there's a lot less liquidity, the fills on futures aren't as on point as they normally are, so I was a little bit skeptical of that as well.
200 quid as well.
200 quid, yeah, it's not bad, man. 200 quid in 5 minutes. Hey, 0 drawdown as well. Like all of our trades. I think 90% of our trades literally sit in like no drawdown. If they do sit in drawdown, we cut it very quick. Everything on the currency chart on the 5 minute is mitigated below for me. Yeah, same as me, man. Same as me. You know, you've liquidated the lows. You finally broke out of this range. This 5 minutes grabbed the previous 5 minute low. So yeah, the only way that we'll come back down and kind of get stopped here is if we need to get more volume, which you kind of see in Asia a little bit more. Like this here. Normally in London on this 15, you wouldn't see this low be re-grabbed because this is the low that grabbed the previous. So the fact that we had to completely re-grab that is usually just need to grab a little bit more volume. But yeah, for me, technical wise, this is everything to me in here is clean. We just need to break out of this range. As soon as we do though, I think we'll get a nice clean drive. You know, even half risk, you hold 30 pips. Still talking like 1,500, so I would like to enter in a second position, but I just want to see a little breakout of this range. Even 15 closure above here the next 5 minutes is nice. 15 closure above here, 15 bottom wick, enter a second position. push it up, push it up, push it up, push it up. So setting up like, we got a pretty nice entry there. I just bring my stop loss here. So yeah, bringing my stop loss to 1955.9. My actual stop loss will actually probably be around like 1956-ish, 1956.2. But I won't put in a hard stop there just yet, just in case we need to come and grab this previous 5. Yeah, we had a really nice entry there. So this is the low. So this is the last 5 of the 15 as well. So if you want to see any 5 close bullish, it's this one, because that will give us the closure above here. If this 5 does actually close bearish, then this 15 will be respecting. But because we're having this early drive down within the first minute of this 5, this is what I'd want to see. My dog's going crazy. Dog's going wild out there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 62 people tuning in, guys. Remember, drop a little like for the stream. You got a really nice entry there. 0 drawdown, straight into profit. I haven't gone break even yet, but I've already taken off, like, you know, I've reduced my risk by like 50%. So, please check One's GBP CAD. I don't trade Forex. So that's alright. I don't trade that. Canadian dollar pairs, if I did trade Forex, it's probably one of the worst pairs you can trade. I fucking hated trading the Canadian dollar. I absolutely hate it. Don't think gold will be getting much higher. Yeah, it's stalling. I do still think, you know, the more we hover around this resistance, this is more of like a retail trap. If we get rid of this, I think a lot of retailers are probably trying to do something like this right now. Trying to short this resistance, stops above this high. So as soon as we liquidate this high, that's when I will be break even. But for me on the 30, you know, 30's traded back above this range. This would be the main high of interest where I'd be kind of, you know, looking to secure some profits around here. But yeah, we just need more volume, that's all. But I need to see this 5 close bullish in the next 2 minutes in order to give this 15 breakout. Once this 15 breaks out of this range, if it doesn't happen now, you may see it drive a little bit lower. But if this 15 breaks out, you know, we'll see a nice push back up into like 1958. Gosh, 4% on CAD Swiss franc, man. Don't trade CAD pairs. Nah, trade with they work for you. For me, I just fucking hated Canadian dollar pairs. I absolutely hated them. Especially USD CAD. Fuck that pair, man. If this 5 does flip bullish, then stops will go to break even. Because that'll be a nice bottleneck on this current 5 retesting to push higher, so we shouldn't need to come back down to entry. If we do, then you make push lower. And we don't want to be in the trade. 4% on CAD Swiss franc, man. I'll take some signals. You got any signals? I'll take them. The worst pair I've ever traded was Euro Swiss franc. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a fun pair. They sound very correlated. It doesn't sound very fun. The worst pair I ever traded was AUD NZD. Fuck, that shit's so slow. Oh my god. If everyone is new to trading and you think it's too fast paced, go trade AUD NZD. My god. It moves like fucking swing trade. It moved like fucking 2 pips. Go on, gold. Almost flip bullish. So we're coming into the last 30 seconds of this 15 and 5. So this is when typically you'll see gold push up or push down. This is when you start to see the most manipulation. So if we get the manipulation to the upside, amazing, we got a nice entry. As soon as we break this range, you know, we'll manage. As soon as, like I said earlier, you guys go replay. Anyone who's shorting gold right now is trying to short something like this with their stops just above this resistance. So this is why I'm happy to keep holding these longs. But as soon as we do grab them longs, then that's when we have to manage. But this 15 is looking pretty nice. 15 could break above, give a quick bottleneck and drive higher. If the bottom wick does come all the way back down to our entry, that's fine. I'll re-enter. Yeah, all right. I'll move my stop to break even here on gold. The reason I'm moving my stop to break even is because if we do come back down to our entry, now we've got that nice 15 bullish closure. I would like to just enter a full risk position, so I just take some risk off the table here.
What entry did you get in the future?
I got along from 1956.4. Yeah. So we actually, where my entry is, we may grab that low, but if we do grab that low, then I would rather just re-enter, because the 15's closed nice and strong. So if this 15 can give a steep bottom wick, then we'll take the break of the 15 to have a much bigger push. But yeah. Yeah, lovely.
Futures is looking good now.
Yeah, it's looking nice, man. It's looking nice. That 15 breakout was beautiful. AUD and ZD Chop City. Yeah, man, let me just see what that pair. I've looked at that pair in such a long time. Let me look at the 4 hour. I mean, I got some technicals from somewhere, so I've been looking at it recently. When was the last time I looked at it? Back here in May this year. Let me see weekly. See, if you look at it on the weekly, like technical wise it does move nice, but like the pip moves, like this huge put, like this is a huge push on the weekly. It's only 300 pips. Look at it on the daily. So what was yesterday's close? Yesterday had a nice strong bearish close. It's like 50 pips. 50 pips to trade that for the entire day, man. So there we go. We're liquidating that previous high now. So that's the high that we needed to see grabbed before we'd see a push back down. So we've already managed risk, but if no one's at break even, this is where you'd want to be doing it. My favourite is AUD USD. Yeah, you can trade that. This is like, you trade that on Top Step as well. Australian futures. You trade the Australian dollar. So you can trade AUD USD on futures. Yeah, some other guys in the community like trading that pair as well. There you go. So like I said, sorry man.
That's because you're Australian.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm Australian, so now I have to trade AUD/USD. Oh, look at that. So we have anyone trying to short there had just been stopped out, and we're seeing this initial push down. So this is why we had to be managing. I'm gonna bring my stop to 1956.5 just to cover the expense of commissions. So I'm about to get stopped out here in a second. Yeah, there you go. So I just got stopped out there. I'm gonna look to re-enter soon, but I just got stopped out there for like, well, $50 profit, like, you know, total P&L 24, because that was a pretty steep reaction off of that liquidity region, and that's the level where we could grab before pushing higher. So if we do start to flip out of here, so we're grabbing that previous 5, I will just look to enter full position soon. Let me just copy this. So we grabbed that previous 5 low. If anyone didn't get stopped at break even, I would now just go to break even. But yeah, I'm up that trade. I'm gonna look to re-enter in a second. But that was a pretty steep reaction right off that liquidity region. So like I said, anyone who was trying to short this resistance was trying to do something like this. You know, so retails have just been stopped out from there. So we may see this 15, you know, give a bit more of a bottom weight, because still 15 resistance, 30 resistance as well. Entering on the break, the current high, maybe. I just want to see a little bit more volume, to be honest. That's the reason I've managed so aggressively, is because we're not getting clean drives. Now, I don't want to give too back of what we made yesterday, stuck in low volume. And for me, most of the good moves in Asia come at the next hour. So in like 20 minutes, that hourly window is typically my favorite. So we're gonna get the hourly close in 10 minutes as well. So these next 5 minutes are gonna be key. What time did we take that trade? Took that trade at 1:30. We took it on the 25th of July. So yeah, we took that break even there, nice. So my win rate for this month is at like 58%, which doesn't sound great, but you look at the amount of how small the losses are, that's actually very, very good. That was the biggest loss, that was on the first day. So this 15 is trying to flip bullish. We're trying to. Yeah, I will look for re-entry soon. I just don't like the way this 5 minute is just stalling so much. And I just don't want to really hold through too much drawdown. Did you get break even? Yeah, I got break even. Well, I closed it at like $50 profit, yeah, but it's break even. I ain't gonna claim $50 profit. But you have liquidated that previous 5 low, which is nice. Do you trade insane Nasdaq to be specific? Yeah, I'll trade Nasdaq in the US session. Yeah, we trade Nasdaq quite a lot. But I only trade it in US. I used to watch it in London a little bit because it used to move quite nice. But the volume's too hit and miss that I'll trade it like 15 minutes after the open. Nasdaq and the S&P, the correlation between them two is the best. So if this 5 minute was to reflip bullish, then this actually would probably have a nice drive. Because if this candle was to reflip bullish and break above here, then I think you see a nice push. But if it doesn't reflip bullish and re-breaks this low, so you do want to see this low now respected for like 7 pips. But if this can reflip bullish, and the safest bet would be trading it above this high. If we get signs of rejection in like the next 1 to 2 minutes, because this could be a nice little 3-pin pattern here in the 5 minute, and this 15 can flip bullish, I'll look to take this for full risk, but I've not put it in just yet. But if we don't reflip, so if we reflip bearish now and we break below here, then I think we may push lower. I would want to, if I was going to take longs, I would want to see this low respected. So I want to see signs of, price starting to reject from pretty much around this current level. I wouldn't want to see it push too much lower than this. But you want to see it start rejecting from here. If we start rejecting from here, then I'll have a buy on the break of the high. It's like we're almost creating a 3-pin pattern to the lows and a 3-pin pattern to the highs. So this 5 minutes is going to be key. If it breaks this, yes, I think we'll push lower now. We're breaking below this 5 after liquidating this high. I would have wanted to see this low being respected before flipping bullish. So even if we do flip bullish now, I'm not going to take the trade. I would want to see that low respected. Oh, look at that! Yeah, see, look at that! Look at that management again. That was our original trade. Our original trade was here. If we didn't manage our trade, our stop loss was here. We'd be sitting in drawdown right now. We cut this at break even. And look at that, we're sitting in drawdown now. Look at that. All because we're in a range. We've liquidated the lows, and we tried to push higher, but we couldn't. Look, 2 times. 2 times you couldn't push higher. 3 times. So you have to, you gotta be managing. Now we just gotta wait for a little bit more volume. This 30 and 15 was looking great, but now it actually looks like a fake out. In order for me to want to short, I would have to see a 30 close pretty bearish. But we're going to get this hourly close in like 7 minutes, so I think we can just wait for that. But that was good trade management there. If you guys managed the position well there, good job. We can't control Asia volume, we can just react to the positions we take, like I always say. And we reacted to it very well there. I made like 1 pip on that, I ain't going to claim fucking 1 pip. Or am I? But yeah, so now I'm just gonna wait. We're gonna wait 5 more minutes. Just wait for this hourly to close. See how this hour's gonna close, and then we can look to take a next trade. So YouTube guys, drop a little like for the stream. Had a very nice trade there. Nice trade management. And if we do get another trade, then amazing. I'm sticking around for the hour. Like I say, typically my best trades in Asia come at the next hour to the next hour, if that makes sense. So 11 AM till 12 PM Brisbane time, 2 AM to 3 AM London, then 9 PM till 10 PM New York. 1 pip gets me McDonald's, so I'm happy with my 1 pip. Absolutely, man. Hey, I made How much did I make? After commissions, I made $24. I'll be joining you. Aaron's got 5 guys. Yeah, I got 5 guys money. Which top ever thought that 1 mini equals 1 micro contracting? On a 50k funded account, you can trade like 2 micros initially with a scaling pack. Yeah, initially to start. And then once you scale it up, you can trade more, yeah. Well, I reckon that'll be the next thing they change. They're making changes so often that, yeah, they'll probably make that the next change. Yeah, the only way I'll kind of go long on gold is if we just break out this range. Like, trading this range for me just isn't worth the risk right now. So like this, the range is just too small. So we're just trapped in here for like, you know, 8 pips. I absolutely won't trade an 8 pip range. No drink, of course. Yeah, this 15 could be nice here. This 5 can continue closing bullish. Then this 15, as long as this 15 closes above here, I'll look to enter. But I want to see this 5 break out. I don't want to get trapped in this range. You know, 8 pips is way too small of a range. The minimum range I'll trade is 30. Obviously, we were looking like we were going to get a nice breakout. We had a really nice entry. Then as soon as you get to the highs of the range, you have to be very aggressive. Got to be very aggressive. Aggressive with the management. I'm personally just going to wait for the hourly, because even if this does flip bullish, you know, the hourly's still going to give a top or bottom wick, so yeah. Stopping the highs, stopping the lows, yeah, man, yeah. Just needs to break out. Look at this, 15 wick. Oh my days. If this 5 does break out, you know, we'll just look to enter. But until then, we wait. How is this hourly starting to look actually? Is it giving us a nice breakout? Nah. Oh yeah, I'd want to see this hourly close with a nice body. Kind of close out of this little range here. I would love this hourly to close above like 1957 to get back in with some longs. That's what I'd love. Got 2 more minutes, this 5 can close. Anything can happen on gold in the last couple of minutes of the hourly. You never want to be entering a position on the last 5 minutes of the hourly on gold. If you're already in a position, you can manage, but you never want to be taking a trade off the last 5 minutes of the hourly. Because in the last like 30 seconds, anything can happen on gold. Anything can happen. So how's this 5 looking? Yeah, 5 is looking like it could flip bullish, but it's, like I say, it's not closed yet. So who knows? Who knows? Let's just wait for the closure. Wait for the closure of the hourly and see where we're going to go. For me on gold, 1 5-minute can change everything. So if we just got like a massive bullish breakout, amazing, we're straight back on the ball. But until that happens, I'm not going to do anything. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. What else we got today? We got any Asian news today? Nah, not really. Not really. We got consumer confidence today, which is pretty big. It's not until 12 AM my time. Fucking hell. Thing is, once gold does break above this level, you know, we should see a nice drive all the way back up into here, which is the move that I don't want to miss. So as soon as we get a nice close here in 40 seconds, if this 5-minute can break out in 40 seconds, amazing. We'll be back in for the re-entries. See, couple gold. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Give us a nice bullish close here. Give us a nice bullish close. 4 seconds. If 4 seconds close, it still stays in this range. I'm not going to be entering. No, stuck in that range. Stuck in the range. I need a closure above this range to me to want to take this trade. 15 has just left a beautiful bottom wick. But until we break out, until we get closure out of this, I'm not taking it. I'm not getting chopped up in this. You know, the technicals could be on point, but if there's no volume, there's no volume. That's my only concern with trading Asia. Is I don't want to trade the fact that there might be volume. I want to trade when I see there's volume. So do we see volume in the markets right now? No. As soon as we do see it, boom, we enter. You know, even if this 5 closes, which I would love, even if this 5 closes like this, most people think they've missed the move. As soon as you get that bottom wick, you still got 17 pips into the highs. So I ain't chasing this just yet. I want to see more. I want to see more from this. So how'd that Audi just close? So yeah, Audi. Yeah, so Audi, I mean, it's closed above the previous high, respecting that support, but it's also respecting that resistance. Like this. So this is what we want to see. Give us this type of closure, and amazing. Oh man, if the original entry didn't fuck around so much. Boom. Yeah, look at that. Lovely. Yeah, as soon as we do get this closure, I'm going to be looking to enter in full position. Now that we actually get that closure and break out. Obviously, as long as we don't come all the way up into here, which I'll be very surprised if we do. As soon as we get this 5-minute closure, we'll be taking it straight back to the highs. More minutes. Look at that. 15 re-breaking highs, pushing higher, which is very, very nice. So now what we would want to see is you want to see this close like this. Close nice and strong, no top wicks. Close nice and strong. And then we look for a bottom wick to retake it higher. Because if you just start buying now, well, if you start buying now, your stop loss has to be like 20 pips, which is way too big for Asia. But I don't want to see this. I want to see a nice body closure. If we close like this, I'm not taking it. Nice strong body. Nice strong body breakout. You got no real bottom wick on this 5-minute low either. I mean, tiny. Yeah, look at that. So if anyone was chasing that, you're straight into drawdown. As soon as we close, you know, you may still come up and fill in the wick, but as soon as we close, that's when I'll be looking to enter. Don't try and be the first in the markets all the time. Wait for the breakouts, wait for the closures. You have a much better win rate and a much better probability if you wait for closures. So you got 1 more minute. 1 more minute here, Goldie. It looks like we're stalling quite a lot, so I'm liking that because then that will give us the little bottom wick to retake it higher. Doesn't matter if it's a tiny wick or what's usually. As in, like, when I say, like, it had a no bottom wick, yeah, so this actually did have a bottom wick. So if this had no bottom wick at all, then I'd be skeptical of getting in, but yeah, 15's already got a bottom wick as well. So it does actually have a bottom wick, so you wouldn't need to come back down there. And this high will be now the new liquidity high. What time is that? It's at midnight, yeah. Grab them lows. Tried to break higher, close above. Retest, boom, push, real nice, real nice. See, if this was like London session, you wouldn't see so much fuckery like this, but because we have to grab more volume, like exactly the same thing as here, look at that. Because we need to grab more liquidity in Asia, you have these steeper grabs, very steep grabs. So in 30 seconds, as soon as we get a bottom wick, I'll be buying gold up into these highs and buying gold back up into here. Full margin, full margin. Have we come into the hourly support yet? Yeah, a little bit, but not much. Let me go back to my 30 chart. So yeah, this is the 30 high of interest that I want to be buying into. See, the 30 hasn't actually closed out of this range just yet. Don't close it too big of a wick. If we get an instant push down here, I'm going to mark execute buys up into these highs. Mark execute buys into highs now, so instant push up. You already created top wick, it's not what we want to see. See, from down in the, as long as you don't grab these highs, if you come all the way even back down here, get 10 pips. Yeah, it's probably just going to grab them. If this can, as long as we don't liquidate these highs, if we come back down into here, you know, we can be looking for something like this. But it may just spike these highs already. It may, very well may. Oh, my back. Fuck, I'm getting too old for this shit, man. I'm getting too old. I need to stand up. There you go. She's grabbing the highs now. So no entry for me there. I would have wanted to see us create more of a bottom wick to be able to buy into these highs, which is okay. All right. So how's that though? Yeah, 30's looking strong. Yeah, 15's now grabbing them highs. Oh man, that's where you want to take it. That is where I would want to take it. So you got that 15 there. So was there any reason to hold our original trade? No, I don't think so. It came all the way back down for a double bottom. Look at that. I left the double bottom there and then pushed high. So no, there was, even for our original trade, for me personally, there was still no reason to actually even hold that. You know, obviously it would be hitting now like 17 pips, but holding that risk off that 5-minute flip bearish was purely more so hoping that it would push higher. As soon as we have had that breakout, we have had no entry just yet. Maybe push up into like 1960. Yeah, that's kind of my plan, man. Push all the way back up into here. Yeah, 1960, come and retest these levels and grab that 30 high. But as soon as we've broken out the range, I have no entry here. I'm not gonna, you know, take it off the rip in Asia. It's just stupid. So I would have wanted to see this 5 give us a bottom wick retesting these highs before re-breaking, but we're just carrying pushing. Like in London yesterday. So this is almost the exact setup that we took in London yesterday. Here. So we had that. So before grabbing the highs, we had that push up, and then we had that bottom wick, and then reflip bullish. So without grabbing that high. So I wanted to do almost exactly something like this. Right here. So you have that high. I want to see this re-grab the lows, retest these, and I'll be mark executing buys from here up into these highs. But yeah, Gold and Asia has just closed bullish and continued pushing higher. So if he had got in from here, you'd be running up like 13 pips, like, you know, 1,400 or something. So, but it is what it is.
So if it closes, would you close if it closes above this line right now? Would you look for a rip?
Nah, not really, because now, I mean, in order for me to long, I have to see it pull back much more, because if you start buying now, this is kind of coming into lower where we'd have to be managing risk, like massive 30 support. Like it's not, it doesn't really interest me at all now, unless we get a pretty steep bottom wick. The only entry I would have wanted to have was if this came in to create a bottom wick, but it's instantly pushed higher, grabbing these highs. So if you look at it on the hourly now, I mean, if we get like an incredibly steep bottom wick out of nowhere, then yeah, I would look to enter. But yeah, anywhere in this level right now on gold is massive hourly support. Like look at all of this. This is huge. All of this is huge. Look at this. All the support, resistance, support. So anywhere into these regions, gold's going to come into some trouble. So if I was still in longs, if anyone is still in longs for whatever reason, this is where you would want to be taking some partials, because we're grabbing that 30 high that we spoke about. I mean, you know, unless we can, you know, all of a sudden get that push back down and get a nice bottom wick to flip out of that, then that's when I can look to enter. But the fact that we're now around this high, that was just the only play I really wanted today. And you'd have runners back up into here. But no, there's no entry for me on that. Which is fine. I'm not chasing. I'm sticking to the plan. You ever watched DXY when trading gold? Nah, never. Doesn't bring any value to me personally. I used to watch it, but I was like, it doesn't do anything for me. I don't need to see if the DXY is going up or down to see what gold's gonna do. personally. It's just another extra thing to look at. Like, I mean, if you're back testing, do you look at the DXY when you're back testing? For me personally, I didn't, so no. Look at that push. Damn. What a play. See, we called that move up so well. We just dicked around so much. We had longs from here. See, actually probably would have even stopped us out, actually. Yeah, it would have been hit, smashing 25 pips. Boom. Now might be a good time to close position. Yeah, I'll be taking, yeah, anywhere in here now is where you want to be taking some partials. You know, you may still see a push higher, but like I said, I don't take gold like off the rip in the Asian session personally. We called that move up so well, but yeah, we just dicked around so much before it that if there was good volume, we wouldn't stall so much, but we had to get even more liquidity before then having that overall, you know, 30 pip push up. But it's okay, here's what it is. We ain't gonna cry about it. 1 5 minute can change everything. We can still get some re-entries. Get some re-entries. Would have been a great dinner tonight with this place at McDonald's. Yeah, it would have been a banger. Banger yesterday, it would have been a banger today again. But no, I don't chase it. We got to stick to what works, and that's exactly what we did yesterday. If we start taking a different setup to what we did yesterday, that would just be stupid. So there you go, completely smashing TP. Smashing TP. So most people, you know, would like normally be waiting for the break even above here before getting into, but if you start buying in here, it gets incredibly risky because this 15 can easily pull back down before going higher, especially in Asia. That's why we were buying from like around these levels, because you buy into the breakout of the range, but obviously we didn't have enough volume, so we still did a little bit more, and then boom, you had a breakout. So I mean, the only other place you could have looked for longs is once price rebroke this high, and then you would have seen a nice push. But without that breakout of this range, it was almost gambling, to be honest. You need the confirmation, then you need the bottom wick. So if this had given a bottom wick, amazing, we could have been riding this whole move. DXY had a nice push down. Yeah, gold's pushing nicely. Gold's pushing very, very well. But yeah, thing is, if you look at the DXY, like it's basically just Euro USD. It's so weighted. You can look at the unweighted indexes, but if you look at the DXY, it's basically Euro USD. Euro USD makes up like 70% of it or something. So you're better off just looking at EU. Like you're saying, like if you're seeing the DXYs going down, well, you're already seeing gold go up. So if you're trying to look at the DXY, it doesn't actually really bring any value personally. I don't need to, like, if you just compare, like, if you can, you can, I can't be able to do it, but if you put in, like, you know, the DXY here, and then you go here, and you can compare them, you can see how similar they actually look. But yeah, unfortunately, we just gotta watch this run. Not a lot we can really do here. Original longs would have absolutely smashed TP. But after that 5 minute bearish close, respect and resistance after liquidating some highs, gave me personally zero reason to hold that trade. And we probably actually may have just got even wicked out there. Before then, booming. Would have been like a 1 to 5, yeah, it's crazy. Crazy, nice little quick, look at that. It's been 30 pips in the Asian session. Banging. Yeah, I find it helps sometimes, but the correlation isn't always 1 to 1. Yeah. I just think it's just something else to look at that doesn't really bring any value. Like if you see DXY going up and you see gold's going down, what's like, the DXY didn't really tell you that, did it? Like it doesn't tell you something's going to happen before it happens at the same time, so it's like, well, I don't really see the point in using it personally. I used to use it, like I say, but then I chose a point, it's like, it doesn't actually bring me any value. It's not as if, like, you know, you're trading like the Nasdaq and S&P correlation where one's lagging and the other one catches up. So the DXY and gold pretty much move at like the exact same time. So it's like if I see gold's going up and then gold still go up and gold might follow suit, then yeah, maybe, but it's very rarely. I don't really, kind of can't really do too much yet, to be honest. We need to see this 15 give more of a bottom wick to look for some entries here. Now that 15 is just closed, as long as we don't break the high, if this 5 minute can push down and re-grab some lows, then it's kind of the only way I can look for more entries. You know, we do still have, like, you know, some more upside. So if this can pull down without grabbing the previous, then I would consider longs up into that, but it would need to pull back down into like at least the previous, then it's like, well, where stop's going to be. So yeah. Let's see. But I mean, this is the thing, like, even you can't be mad, because even prior to this breakout, so we actually called this move very well, even trading in a little shitty range. So we were trading this. So it's easy to see this ripping up now and be like, oh man, why didn't I take that? But it's like, trade what you see. Prior to seeing that, you know, even though we had some amazing longs and we called that move well, you didn't have any confirmation for it. And it had no real bottom wick on that 5 either. I mean, you had a little one, but not enough to be able to take it. And then bam. Boom. So yeah, you can't be mad. It's part of the game. It's part of the fun. For you Zoom guys, we got London session. Well, obviously it would have been beautiful. I mean, if we'd caught that, wouldn't be trading London? But yeah. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Well, we didn't. So overall, beautiful trade management. No loss now for London. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. That's the thing, yeah, called the move, managed our original trade very, very well. The likelihood of, you know, us holding that and the likelihood of that then re-ripping higher in terms of probability is not very likely. Should have used the 15-second chart. I'm going to have to go down to the 15-second. Even the 1 minute. So look at the 1 minute. Yeah, look at that. Did it grab them lows? No, I literally left like a triple bottom there. Did it grab? No, yeah, like a fucking double bottom there and then reflip back above. Yeah, I might start trading the 1 minute and the even the 30-second. $19.60 hit, yeah, smashed our original level, smashed our original level to absolute T. That's why it's so clean, because the daily is at massive support. We had liquidated the lows here, liquidated the lows, pushed higher. I would have rather have seen this take off from where we were entering down here, but the fact that we then still that resistance was, yeah, the only reason I didn't get to hold. But now this daily is probably going to be looking pretty interesting now. Yeah, look at that. So you grab the daily lows, now you're flipping bullish. That was the exact play we wanted to take. So you guys go rewatch what we were saying at the start of the stream. Compared to now, it's literally identical to what we said. So we grabbed the previous low, literally wicked out the low, completely re-flipping bullish. Thing is, in London, we still have much bigger highs to come and grab, so I'm not really too bothered about chasing this pre-London. Obviously, it would have been nice to have a little scalp in Asia. But yeah, as soon as you start breaking above this level, you could see this push up. But because Asia's now had such a big move, I don't really have any expectations. And like I say, I would never take a trade. You know, in hindsight, you could have said, you know what, I'll just take this off the rip here. But it's like taking a trade off the rip in the Asian session with low volume is not smart. Go on, Mark in the chat. You missed out on a banger, Mark. You missed out on a banger. No, you didn't really. Or even here, like we would have actually re-entered on this 5 minute, reflip bullish. That's what we were saying. We'd have buy stops on the break of that high. Nah, you didn't, Mark. I had longs from here on gold. I had some longs from here, like this, looking for this exact play up. But after that 5 minute respected that resistance and flip bearish, we closed at break even. But yeah, and ended up obviously smashing full TP. And I was looking to re-enter on this current 5. If this 5 had reflip bullish, then once you break that, again, low volume, and then straight back up. Big love for the gold, cool. Got in at 1954 retest. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Amazing trade. Good catch, man. Good catch. Yeah, this thing, although I closed at break even, if you guys did hold, a very, very good job. Amazing play. I mean, if you, that's all you need. One of them, like 2 to 3 times a week. You trade that 10 contracts, man, you'd be funded by the end of the week. So I'm not really too bothered. We had one yesterday. Could still have another one come in London today. But if not, it's only Tuesday, man. We got loads of time. Although I've gone to Las Vegas Casino and put my FTMO account on the roulette on black. Let's go. See you in the community, man. Enjoy, Mark. Talk to you soon, man.
I mean, you get 2 months for the price of 1. You get refunded.
Well, yeah, it's true. It's true. You can now be funded in 2 days of Top Step. Yeah, you can. You can. Not. I don't recommend it, but yeah, you can be funded with Top Step in 2 days. They've got rid of the 30% consistency rule, so now it's 50%. So essentially, you could make 4,500 on each day. The chances of you making exactly 4,500 to the absolute dollar is unlikely. But the fact that you don't have to worry about, you know, closing positions early, etc., is pretty nice. Like yesterday on my account, I closed like 3,396, whereas previously that would have, you know, been too much. But now that they got rid of that, it's pretty nice. Like I say, that's why if you can catch like this move of like, you know, 20, 25 pips on gold. So even that, you catch from there to there, that's 20 pips. You trade that 10 contracts, 2,000. That's amazing. That's all you need. That's why I'm not really, you know, obviously I would have loved to have catch this move up from our original entry, but because it's already pushed in our favor, I'm not really going to trade it because I know 20 pips is always around the corner. And that's all I'm really going for. One of them, once a day or every other day, man. Beautiful. Are you doing London live session today? Yeah, in the community. We go live in London every single day. In terms of YouTube, we'll be back in the London session on Wednesday. If I make it in time. I'll go on the replay mode here. So we had that LD resistance now. And we started off the week yesterday with an absolute banger. Again, that's another reason why, you know, obviously I would have loved to have catched this move up. It was an incredible move, almost identical to what we took here, but because we had this banger yesterday, I'm not really too bothered about this because we could still get another amazing push in London, which I'm you know, going to be considering waiting for. But yeah, if I had caught this push up here, I would be done by the day by 11 AM Brisbane time. I wouldn't even trade London today. I'd have no desire to trade London today. Same as the US session. I caught this lovely move in London. So yesterday in the US session, I didn't even trade it. I didn't even watch it. I didn't even care. All I'm going for is like, you know, 15 to 20 pips on gold a day. If I get this out, that's literally all I'm going for, man. There's entry there, yeah. We had an insane entry yesterday as well. Insane. Like in hindsight, where could we have entered this? There's not really anywhere, to be honest. Like you already started to get a big wick here without grabbing that high. So, you know, if you start buying here at a level there where we could grab before going lower, it's incredibly risky. If this had given a bottom wick to make the risk reward worth it, amazing. We could have been buying here up into here. But as soon as you grab that high, then that's obviously you want to be wary. Next trade and retreat in Vegas. Put all our earnings on the roulette. Easy returns. Yeah, easy money, man. We'll play blackjack all night. Alright, Zoom guys. I'm gonna shoot off there. Gold's moved like, you know, almost 50 pips, which is the exact play 140 pips. So now we're just gonna wait for London. So we'll come back in like 4.5 hours and do the exact same thing again. So I'll see you guys on Zoom then. Enjoy, guys. Peace. Yeah, YouTube, I'm going to wrap up there. Just because that was the move that I wanted to take, and because that move has now happened, I'm personally not going to sit around and chase it. I'm going to wait for London session, wait for a little bit more price action to develop, and because price has pushed up, you know, like almost 50 pips in the Asian session, you can expect gold's now probably going to range for the next hour, 2 hours, and I don't want to get caught up in a range. We actually had an amazing entry. You know, it's unfortunate we just fucked around so much because we literally would have smashed like 30, 40 pips, which would have been beautiful, but it's all good. We do this every Tuesday to Friday on YouTube, so you guys can come watch the streams for free. Showing up, making bank every single week. So trade safe, trade London well. You know, if you're trading futures, just go 15, 20, 25 pips a day. That is all you guys need. Literally, that is it. So be patient. wait for them setups. And then I'll see you guys for the London session tomorrow, Wednesday the 26th. And I'll post the recap, actually, of the trade we took on Friday as well on my YouTube some point today. But yeah, trade safe, be smart. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.